KPYA HD2 Gardendale.
New York isn't New York without you, love. So far in a few blocks to be so low. And if I call you from First Avenue, we're the only mother in the city who can handle me. New love wasn't true love, back to you, love. So much for a home run with some blue bloods. If I last drawn you on 8th Avenue, we're the only mother in the city who can stand me. I have lost a hero, I have lost a friend, but for you, darling, I do it all again. I have lost a hero, I have lost a friend, but for you, darling, I do it all again. New York isn't New York without you, love. Too few of our old crew left on Astor. So if I trade out for some Hollywood, we're the only mother in the city who would, only mother in the city who would, only mother in the city who forgive me. I have lost a hero, I have lost a friend, but for you, darling, I do it all again. I have lost a hero, I have lost a friend, but for you, darling, I do it all
Birmingham Mountain Radio, the She Show, is starting tonight with one of my favorites, St. Vincent, New York. This is a track from tonight's guest. So pleased and excited to have Allison Ponthier on tonight's She Show. Allison, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so glad I could curate a little playlist for y'all.
Well, we absolutely love your new music, love the single Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and we've been playing it a lot on BMR. We'll be talking more about your new EP and everything that you have happening. But tonight, thank you for taking the time to curate a playlist of your favorite ladies, starting with that one, the one and only Annie Clark. Talk about starting the show with that song.
So I am a huge St. Vincent fan. I have loved her for like 5 or 6 years now because when I first moved to New York, my girlfriend showed me her music, and it was kind of the soundtrack to me knowing more about myself, knowing more about my identity. And I think New York was the main song that really influenced me to make some really great positive changes in loving myself a lot more. It is an incredible song, and obviously I had to love the song New York. That kind of highlighted my move to New York.
Yes, she captures it because she loves the city herself. She, like you, she's from Texas and moved later to New York. And of course, she explores that really cool 70s New York theme in her latest album. She kind of developed on the idea that started with that song. Oh, wonderful. So, Allison, you are multi-talented, such a visual arts. Your songwriting is incredible. I know that at BMR, we first came to know you through Lord Huron. We were playing you with Lord Huron. And then last year, the EP, Faking My Own Death, came out, and we played Harshest Critic. And now I'm loving some Hollywood Forever Cemetery. I think it's interesting. You write so openly about death. which is a topic that most people like to avoid. But doing that is I love to listen. You take a sense of humor, and there's a sort of a positive embrace of the concept that is really unusual, and I think connects with a lot of people.
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for being such a supporter of my project and me in general. And also, yeah, I mean, I think that the whole goal of my project is to talk about things that were hard for me to talk about. I really have to thank my project, almost like it's outside of myself, for helping me become more confident, talk about things much easier than I ever could before. My project has helped me personally so much, and made me like myself so much more. And then when it came to experiencing loss, I didn't think that I would want to write about death, but I did. And it was the pivotal moment that helped me cope with loss more than so many other things that I had tried and read about. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful to the project for helping me.
Yeah, I get the sense that you have a strong intuition that you stop and pay attention to, and it leads you in the right direction. It's fascinating.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I wish I had all the answers. I wish it was simple.
You're working on it. It was just such an unusual sentiment. You know, I can picture you. I was wondering if you had actually spent some time in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and that was what inspired you to write the song.
So the song, actually, I had written it before I had ever even set foot in the cemetery, which is hilarious because I go there all the time now, and I love that cemetery now. Yes. But the concept of a place, a final resting place for people who worked in entertainment and maybe didn't have the best, weren't treated the best when they were alive, was really appealing to me. And I fell asleep and woke up in the middle of the night and had an idea for the chorus, which never happens to me. That's like one of those folk tales of showbiz, but it happened to me, and I think that's why I love the song so much, because it felt like it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to.
And, you know, the video is incredible, too. I really recommend that our listeners go check out that gorgeous video. That's what I love how you combine the visual. All of your videos are stunning, and you just have so many talents. You're such a star, Allison. Gino, our program director, came back from Boulder, the radio conference, raving about your performance.
Thank you. That was so much fun. And yeah, the video, I think all my videos are like mini movies. I'm very inspired by classic cinema, but also really campy cinema. So it comes off super, super campy, very fun, but also there's a lot of love and work that went into all of the videos.
Love it. Allison Ponthier on tonight's She Show. We will start the first set with Fiona Apple will be included in it. Also, we will hear from Brandy Carlisle, and we're going to start off with this one. Wonderful songwriter, one of the best, Casey Musgraves, kind of the total package. You know, she is just, this was the first album that caught our attention, and her career has skyrocketed ever since. Talk about playing this one, Merry Go Round, from Same Trailer, Different Park, Allison.
So when I first started writing with other people, I usually just wrote by myself. But when I started writing with some of my friends, I kept hearing, oh, you must really love Casey Musgraves. And I actually hadn't listened to a ton of her music yet. So the first song that I ever heard from Casey was this song, Merry Go Round. And I remember listening to it and just like laughing because I thought it was so genius. I thought it was such a great song. It had so many elements of things that I love, which is kind of fun wordplay, because merry go round, they say merry a million different times in a million different ways. It talks about hardship within a family, and also kind of that it's Southern culture, and I'm from Texas. So I loved this song, and I've loved it ever since. I've literally played this song hundreds, if not thousands of times, because it's, to me, kind of a perfect song in the way that it is humorous and kind of dark and serious.
Yes, and it paints a more accurate picture of small town life than a lot of the things that the guys are coming out with that get played on mainstream country radio. That's a very crazy, idealized kind of thing that is always the same. And this, of course, offers a different perspective, one that connects. Allison Ponthier programming tonight's She Show. This is Casey Musgrave's Merry-Go-Round. It's Birmingham Mountain Radio.
You ain't got 2 kids by 21, you're probably gonna die alone. At least that's what tradition told you. And it don't matter if you don't believe. Come Sunday morning, you best be there in the front row like you're supposed to. Same hurt in every heart, same trailer, different park. Mama's hooked on Mary Kay, brother's hooked on Mary Jane, and daddy's hooked on Mary 2 doors down. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, we get bored so we get married, and just like dust we settle in this town, on this broken merry-go-round, round, round we go. Where it stops nobody knows, and it ain't slowing down, this merry-go-round. We think the first time's good enough, so we hold on to high school love. Say we won't end up like our parents, tiny little boxes in a row. Ain't what you want, it's what you know. Just happy in the shoes you're wearing. Same checks are always cashing to buy a little more distraction. 'Cause mama's hooked on Mary Kay, brother's hooked on Mary Jane, and daddy's hooked on Mary 2 doors down. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, we get bored so we get married, and just like dust we settle in this town, on this broken merry-go-round, round, round we go. Where it stops nobody knows, and it ain't slowing down, this merry-go-round. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, we're so bored until we're buried, and just like dust we settle in this town, on this broken merry-go-round, merry-go-round. Jack and Jill went up the hill, Jack burned out on booze and pills, and Mary had a little lamb, but Mary just don't give a damn no more.
You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy and your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, dress you down and tell you that your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging on your shirt, trying to hide inside of it and hide how much it hurts. Let 'em laugh while they can. discouraged, don't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a while longer. You gotta dance with the devil on a river to beat the stream. Call it living the dream, call it kicking the ladder. They come to kick dirt in your face, to call you weak and then displace you after carrying your baby on your back across the desert. I saw your eyes behind your hair, and you're looking tired, but you don't look scared. Let 'em laugh while you can. Let 'em spin, let 'em scatter and win. I've been to the movies, I've seen it, and the jokes are sentimental, so I walk in the rain. I've got some habits even I can't explain. I go to the corner and I end up in Spain. Why try to change me now? I sit and daydream, I got daydreams galore. Cigarette ashes, there they go on the floor. Go away weekends, leave my keys in the door. Why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk and they stare, so I try. But that can't be, 'cause I can't see my strange little world just go passing me by. Let people wonder, let them laugh. I was always your clown. Why try to change me now? Why can't I be more conventional? People talk and they stare, so I try, but that can't be, because I can't see my strange little world just go passingly by. So let people wonder, let them laugh, let them frown. You know I love you till the moon's upside down. Don't you remember? I was always your clown. So why try to change me? Why would you want to change me? Why try to change me now?
Birmingham Mountain Radio, The She Show. Gorgeous deep track from Fiona Apple. This is Why Try to Change Me Now? This was a selection from tonight's guest, Allison Ponthier. I love this choice of Fiona's song. It's actually a cover. It appeared on a tribute to the great New York songwriter Cy Coleman. Talk about this track, Allison.
So I originally heard this song in the finale of the show, The Act on Hulu. And I find a lot of my favorite songs from movies and from TV, and this song had me in tears. I am one of the biggest Fiona Apple fans ever. I love her so much, but I had never heard this cover before. Something I loved about it as well is that I went to jazz school for a year and a half before I did my pop project. And it combined a lot of the things I love, which is jazz, Fiona Apple, and the lyrics are gorgeous. I really relate to them as someone who can be a little bit of a space cadet and just wants to be loved.
Before that, the one and only Brandi Carlile. Always something new to talk about that Brandi Carlile is doing. The latest I read, she's going to appear on the new Amy Ray album that is out next month. And yeah, that song, that was a big song for Brandi. The Joke. Talk about that one.
I think a lot of these songs that I'm choosing are songs that were really pivotal for me in figuring out who I am and were there for me emotionally. And The Joke, like I'm just talking about it now and I'm already tearing up and I haven't even said anything about it. It's one of the most emotionally impactful songs I've ever heard in my life. Not to mention she is an incredible singer, maybe like the best live singer on earth. Who knows?
Yes.
And The Joke is all about existing despite people, wishing for your downfall or not understanding you or not thinking that you should exist. And there's nothing more powerful than the line, "I've been to the movies and I see how it ends." That's the part that always gets me.
Yeah. Brandy Carlisle's The Joke. That is from our guest, Allison Ponthier. Allison, do you have tour plans at the moment?
Nothing official,
Okay.
but I really want to go out in the fall.
Yeah, I know you do. We hope you put Birmingham on your tour schedule. We would love to have you here. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Have you not played Birmingham before? Or have
Not yet.
I didn't think so. Yeah, we would certainly.
About time.
Yeah, remember us when you're making that schedule. don't choose Atlanta, Nashville, and New Orleans first. That's what tends to happen. We do what we can. Allison Ponthier on tonight's She Show. You've got to listen to her new EP, Shaking Hands with Elvis. We'll talk more about that in just a moment, but we're going to start off the next set of music. We will hear from Charlotte Lawrence and Emily King, and we're going to start off with this one of the most visionary people in music, though. Imogen Heap. Please talk about her and about this song.
So Imogen Heap was my first concert ever when I was 14.
Wow, that's a good one.
It was a
first
great concert. I'd never been to a concert before.
Wow.
And she was touring Ellipse, which is the record that this song is from. And I have to say, I think Imogen Heap was the first artist that I ever really got excited about and was a fan of. I think that before I would sing in church or I would, listen to musicals or whatever, but this is the first real artist, alternative, indie artist that I ever was really into. And even though it happened so long ago and I have a terrible memory, I remember this concert like it was yesterday.
Yes.
And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a huge part of who I am now.
Yeah, her latest project, I love it. She crowd found all these sounds and made music from them. Everybody contributed to that a couple of years ago. Now she has collected wildlife sounds for a new podcast that she's doing about climate change with Kate Blanchett. And it's just incredible. She uses the song of a gecko.
She's a woman in STEM. She is always innovating and doing something new. And it's a lot of the time it's for a really good cause, which I really admire. I think even this song, Earth, is specifically about climate change and about taking care of the earth for generations to come. So if anything, she's consistent.
That's right. Listen close to the words of this one, Imogen Heap and Earth, a pick from tonight's She Show guest, Allison Ponthier. It is Birmingham Mountain Radio.
Baby, behave or make it work. 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 You're not golden, and I'm getting tired. Act like you own the place when really you've only just arrived. I caught first glimmers and hides and skins. Look who's all grown up, black swanning about the solar winds. You're gonna lose it all and find yourself on your knees. So get a grip and you might flow, reverse the great slow bleed. I've tried patience, but you always want a war. This house won't tolerate anymore. Stop this right away. I'll put that down and clean this mess up. End the conversation. Put your back in, make it up to me now. A cold shoulder, folded arms, they're looking up. You've never listened and carry on careless. Regardless, this is not a fire drill, and if we hold any hope, it's harmonic connection in stereo symbiosis. These Legoland empires choking out mine. Now you're everywhere, everywhere, multiplying around me, child. A strain on my heart, this rock can't tolerate anymore. Snap this right away. Put that down and clean this mess up. End the conversation. Put your back in it and make it up to me now. Baby, behave or make it work. 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 Baby, behave or make it work.
to tame my mind before I get too frustrated. Can't go back in time to change in someone's eyes. That I was not something to play with. Try not to talk about it. I'm too mad, I'm too late, I'm too gentle. It's too hard to explain, I'm not helpful. It's my body, and I'm trying to hate you, 'cause I want to. It's my body, and I'm trying to. While everybody loves you, it's my body, and I'm trying to forgive you. I don't want to. It's my body, and it hates you. Why does everybody love you? Sometimes I close my eyes amidst the dancing lights, when it feels too wild for breathing. I can't sleep at night unless I start to lie and believe it like a story. No, no. Try not to think about it. So insane, I'm so used to my nightmares. It's okay till it's not, and I'm back there. No, no. It's my body, and I'm trying to hate you, 'cause I want to. It's my body, and I'm trying to. While everybody loves you, it's my body, and I'm trying to forgive you. I don't want to. It's my body, and it hates you. Why does everybody love you? Why does everybody love you? They don't know enough about you. Do they know that I regret you? Do they know I shouldn't have to? Why does everybody love you? They don't know enough about you. Do they know that I regret you? Do they know I shouldn't have to? I just don't understand. They say love is compromise. Where does that leave us? When I look in your eyes, just seem to care. Then you lead me to another place. It isn't fair, all these rules you make. I just can't stay around with all your foolish games. It's like a miracle I've made it this far, and you say you won't keep fighting free. They had so much in common, and we laughed at everything. That was long ago. So you win and change before we lost control, before we started to fight. Oh, before you raised your voice, before I left that night, and now I'm left here crying, head up to the sky, trying to get back to the point we were right. You keep pulling me down, 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 lower than I've ever known. Oh, you tease me with a smile, then you leave me all alone. Ooh, like a drop of rain falling through a passing wind. You keep pulling me down, 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 down. Can we get back up again? Just one glimpse of happiness, and I won't have to guess. If love is one, you keep pulling me down. Like a drop of rain falling through a passing wind. You keep pulling me down, 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 down. Can we get back up again?
Birmingham Mountain Radio, The She Show with Emily King and Down. That is a pick from tonight's guest, Allison Ponthier. Allison, it's not often that I get to pick my own songs on The She Show. Every now and then I will collaborate on a playlist. Every now and then something will happen with a guest and I'll do one by myself. And the last time that I did that, I played two songs from Emily King. Love her work. She's one of my favorites. Talk about this song and Down.
Emily King was a really, really important artist to me, especially when I first started writing songs. I had seen her a million times. I've listened to everything she's ever done a million times. And there's just something about her that is so honest. There's nothing like her voice. It's so warm and beautiful. And she's a great storyteller. I am an Emily King stan. I actually ran into her a couple years ago at a hotel I was staying at, and she recognized me, and I was so shocked.
Yeah.
And she said she was playing Hollywood Forever, and I was like, man, I wish I was playing Hollywood Forever. And then like a year and a half later, I played it,
There you
and
are.
I think
Wow.
about it all the time. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, Emily King. I mean, not maybe a name that a lot of people, she doesn't have widespread attention, but there's multiple Grammy nominations in the R&B category and an extraordinary, she has a super devoted, large following, but it seems that mainstream, radio play, I guess, is what I'm thinking of, has escaped her just a little bit, but I look for that to change because a lot of people talk about her and love her. All right, before that, Charlotte Lawrence, Everybody Loves You. This is from her debut EP. It was called Young. And talk about this. Charlotte is another artist that is very vocal online about climate change.
Charlotte is an amazing artist, and I actually found out about her through this song, not because she sang the song, but because the Chicks sang this song on their album Gaslighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, what a beautiful song. I love it so much. And then I found out it was a cover, listened to this version, and both of them I love very much. But this one, I think, is from Charlotte herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt it was so poignant, like as a songwriter. So I wanted to include it on this playlist. She has a beautiful voice. She sounds like an angel. And the song is ultimately talking about coping with someone that was maybe abusive, and how to kind of cope with the fact that this person's true nature and everyone else loves them and doesn't understand and just thinks they're a great person.
Yes.
It's a beautiful song. It makes me cry every time.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a common experience, sometimes with people. You kind of don't want people to think you've made a mistake or worry about you. But there are, problems under that, especially, sometimes the most problematic people can be very charming.
Yeah, it's a tool for sure. And I think this song is a song that needed to exist. And I think it fills a hole in the sense that I don't know that many other songs that really hit the same nerve as this one. So I'm very, very obsessed with this song.
Allison Ponthier on tonight's She Show. We are about to play a long set of her picks that will include Hayley Williams and Kate Davis. That was an artist that you've introduced me to her. And Muna also. We love Muna here at the She Show. And we're going to start off with this one. Oh, this is the best. This is Nancy Wilson. What a song. It's been covered by the greats, Aretha, Maria McKee, Chrissie Hynde have all done this, but this is the definitive version of You Don't Know How Glad I Am. Allison, talk about including this one in tonight's show.
Nancy Wilson is one of my favorite singers of all time. I remember listening to Save Your Love for Me on the album she had with Cannonball Adderley. And it really... Even at my young age of like 13, when I heard it, I was really touched by it. And I thought I would include a song that isn't just very emotional. It's a love song, but this song is it just like scratches an itch in my brain. I don't know how else to describe it. Something about it is so unique and interesting. And I just feel like every time I listen to it, it's so satisfying how technically impressive it is and how incredible of a song it is. Mm-hmm. Nancy Wilson is one of my favorites and will be probably until I die.
Allison Ponthier on tonight's She Show. It's Birmingham Mountain Radio.
My love has no beginning, my love has no end. No front or back, and my love won't bend. I'm in the middle, lost in a spin, loving you. And you don't know how glad I am. My love has no bottom, my love has no top. My love won't rise and my love won't drop. I'm in the middle and I can't stop loving you. And you don't know how glad I am. Express what I'd like to say. Yeah. I wish I were an artist so I could paint a picture of how I feel today. Yeah. My love has no walls on either side. That makes my love whiter than wine. The middle, and I can't hide loving you.
So I heard the bad news. Nobody likes me, and I'm gonna die alone in my bedroom, looking at strangers on my telephone. Well, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you like if I believed those words? But I'm born to lose. I never try, and I will never learn. But I've been looking at myself in the mirror, saying, "Don't leave me now, don't leave me now." I've been looking at myself in the mirror, saying, "Don't leave me now." And I turn around like, oh my God, like I'm your number one thing. So I call it bird, big bird, standard. I would give my life just to hold your hand. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan. So here's the bad news. I'm coming for everyone, and I'm coming on strong. New hair, new shoes. Yeah, I get what I like because I do what I want. I've been looking at myself in the mirror, saying, "Don't leave me now, don't leave me now." I've been looking at myself in the mirror, saying, "I won't leave you now." And I turn around like, oh my God, like I'm your number one thing. So I call it bird, big bird, standard. I would give my life just to hold your hand. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan. Number one. Number one. In the thick of it, will you stick up with me? In the thick of it, are you gonna believe that I can do it? Something in the way that only you can. Be my number one. Oh my God, babe, I'm your number one thing. So I call it bird, big bird, standard. I would give my life just to hold your hand. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan. Oh my God, like I'm your number one thing. So I call it bird, big bird, standard. I would give my life just to hold your hand. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan. Number one.
I'm trying to think about dreams I've had, happy or sad or the middle. Sometimes about you, with or without you, still leaving me in the dark. I am dragging out of bed, but I'm still coming up, I'm still coming up, Daisy. What was it you said when I stopped to listen? I've poured over the pages you wrote, this manual to help me get it together, but you won't hold my hand anymore. I've been through enough, don't nobody tell me that God don't have a sense of humor. 'Cause now that I want to live with everybody around me is dying. Now that I finally want to live, the ones I love are dying. Becoming friends with the noose that I made, and I keep trying to untie it. Make it into something useful, and maybe hang it through a window. triggers my worry. Who else am I gonna lose before I am ready? And who's gonna lose me? It tastes so bitter on my tongue. The truth's a killer, but I can't leave it alone. 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 If you know love, you're best prepared to grieve. Let it enter your open heart, then prepare to let it leave. It tastes so bitter. The truth's a killer, but I can't leave it alone. 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 But I can't leave it alone.
Birmingham Mountain Radio, the She Show with Haley Williams. Haley Williams is a great favorite around Birmingham. We love our Southern girls. She was the lead singer of Paramore, and this is a stunning song, Leave It Alone. I loved her work with Paramore, but I really love Haley's solo work. Allison.
I am a Paramore stan. I think that is the understatement of the year. I love Paramore so much.
Yeah.
Which is why I love Leave It Alone from her solo record. It's just a different side of herself. Leave It Alone is beautiful. It's sensitive. It's ambitious. And I feel like her solo project is a side of herself that she always wanted to show people but didn't get to yet, which is why I feel really sensitive and like connected to it.
It's beautiful. Before that, Kate Davis. Daisy, I was not familiar with her, Allison. This is it's a cool video. The video is absolutely gorgeous, and I recommend people check out the cinematography on it. And but yes, she's from Oregon and classically trained. Trey has a jazz background like you, and but is finding her own sound. Talk about Kate Davis.
So Kate Davis, I actually found out about Kate Davis a long time ago through those postmodern jukebox covers of popular songs, like top 40 songs. She's a bass player, and she was big for like singing and playing bass. I think it was all about that bass. That's how I found out about her originally. Yeah, it was like a very viral video. But since she's gone through kind of like a metamorphosis of her career, and I heard this song a few months ago and lost my mind over it. It is so fresh, so new. The rhythms are so interesting. And the topic it's kind of everything I love in a song, which is about identity. It's about struggling with yourself or struggling with your flaws, which I talk about all the time. And it's just like a huge breath of fresh air. I don't know how else to describe it. It's an incredible song.
Before that, we heard from Muna, number one fan. I remember it was probably 2020. I had an artist as a guest, and I can't remember who it was, but that was the first time I had heard Muna. They played a track, and since then, they have become superstars. Talk about Muna's number one fan.
I love pop music so much. Most of this list is alternative, indie, and like country artists. But to me, Muna is one of my favorite pop artists ever. They're so much fun. I'm obsessed with them because I think a lot of queer artists write a lot of songs about pain, which I understand, I co-sign, and I understand the experience. But I feel like Muna writes a lot of songs that bring a lot of joy. To the queer experience. And I love Number One Fan. It's the first song I really kept streaming until my ears weren't working anymore from them. And since then, there's been many, many more that I can't stop listening to.
Thank you so much, Allison, for programming tonight's She Show. Just absolutely loved your list. And go check out Allison's latest EP, Hollywood Forever Cemetery. So Allison submitted this list, and noticeably absent to me was a track from Allison herself. So I thought I would add my own request at the end. And I wanted to play the title track to the EP, Shaking Hands with Elvis. And talk about this song, because it sounds great. It's fabulous songwriting, and I want to know your thoughts behind it.
Shaking Hands with Elvis is probably the song I'm most proud of, just because it was extremely difficult to write, and I think it's a great example of who I am. It's a song about loss. I lost someone last year around the time that my first EP came out. And my first EP was called Faking My Own Death. I've always written about death. And after it came out, then I experienced loss. So it was a total recontextualization of what it meant to me. And the song that came out of it was Shaking Hands with Elvis, which is about what if the afterlife was Graceland and the person I knew who passed away was in his band playing music in the afterlife.
You have such a unique perspective on songwriting, and it's just fun. I've really, thank you so much, Allison. I'm such a fan of your work, and I wish you all the best here. I see a bright future for you for sure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And it has been so fun geeking out about all my favorite music, all my cry music.
So we will hear Allison's Shaking Hands with Elvis, the title track to the new EP, right after this one. And this song is extraordinary because I can see how it would touch a nerve in many people who have had this experience and don't feel comfortable talking about it. It just gets it out in the open and so honest and incredible talent. This is Jensen McRae. Talk about this song, Allison. It is called Wolves.
So Wolves is the first song I ever heard from Jensen McRae ever. And I didn't know that much about her before hearing the song. It came up on a playlist that I had really loved. And I remember feeling like I, in the best way, got punched in the face with this song because it's so, it's heavy. Her voice is so haunting. I think that's the only way that I can really describe the feeling I get when I listen to her is haunting. After I listen to her music, I feel like it lingers around me, and it permeates my thoughts. It's beautiful. It's what thoughtful songwriting is supposed to be. And this song is essentially about being harassed or assault as a woman. And I think that for her to come out with this song early in her career says a lot about what she wants to do with her project and what she wants to say. And she has a lot to say. A
lot. Yes. Fabulous. Listen closely to this one. Wolves from Jensen McRae. Thank you again, Allison Ponthier, on tonight's She Show. Have a fabulous evening. Good night, Allison. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Birmingham Mountain Radio.
W297BF Birmingham. WPYA HD2 Gardendale.
I was 15, still in the valley, walking in a parking garage. First time I met a wolf in person. At first I thought it was a dog. I tried to dodge him, he was faster than I'd ever had to be. He smiled and howled in the same moment, and was 19, still fun at parties. He plied me with shot after shot. He assured me he was harmless. Why did I ever trust a fox? I ignored all of my teachings. How I survived, I can't believe. I almost let him get his claws in. Still knocks the wind right out of me. Though I got away, I never walked the same. Now I, babe, my smile and show no interest. Now I carry myself a little different. Now I avoid the woods. Now I know the wolves. Saw a teenage girl on my street, talking tall to one of them. Recognized him in an instant. Heard about him from my friends. Thank God women learn to whisper. But I crave a megaphone. That wolf said it's dangerous out there. That wolf said let me walk you home. Now I bury my smile and show no interest. Now I carry myself a little different. Now I avoid the woods. Now I know the wolves.
I met at the man in the sky. I'm not sure he exists. But writing you letters for your infinite road trip. Did you make it past the gates? Did you see the jungle room? I hope it was worth the way that you made it round the moon. It's way too hard knowing you're so far. You may not be in Memphis, but you're shaking hands with Elvis, living at his theme park where it's always spring. I'm gonna be selfish, say you're with the man in velvet. No, we may not be God, but you sure as hell became. And his rhinestone angels sing, playing your piano, singing all that rock and roll. I hope you know you can visit when the birds have you get told. Some things in life are too hard to understand. I'm just trying to cope the right way, well, the best way that I can. It's so unfair. I'd meet you anywhere. You may not be in Memphis, but you're shaking hands with Elvis, living at his theme park where it's always spring. I'm gonna be selfish, say you're with the man in velvet. No, he may not be God, but he sure as hell the king. And his rhinestone angels sing. shaking hands with Elvis, living at his theme park where it's always spring. I'm gonna be selfish, say you're with a man in velvet. No, he may not be God, but he sure as hell would